Alrighty then, greetings everybody and welcome back to another, oh that was a weak clap, another Honkai Star Rail video. That was also a weak clap, oh my god. And for today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and that is because we're not going to be doing a account review or just gameplay review. We're going to be talking about Cipher, right? And if you want me to review your account, just join the Discord. I do it for free, #ad. But unlike other CCs, #ad. But yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, we're just gonna be talking about Cipher. I'm gonna give I mean, I don't know if you could call it bias. I mean, it's the textbook definition of bias, but it feels weird. I will be giving a biased opinion for the first minute. I'm gonna tell you when it's gonna be very soon, and then I'm gonna give you a genuine like opinion on the matter. Right now, then I will be hinting at future characters. If you're unaware, I can't say the L word, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about, right? Because we do have information, right? But you know how you know how it be, right? So yeah, let's just get into the video. And I guess I think this is the textbook definition. I am being biased, but I mean, I don't know, for me it's kind of like a general or a universal opinion regarding Cipher, right? Cipher is a bad character, right? But I'm gonna pull for her. Reasoning, she's hot as balls, bro. Oh my god, yeah. I mean that's literally why everybody's pulling for her. She's a cat girl, and she looks cool. She has potential, in my opinion. Maybe not. Maybe not for the team that I want, but Cipher does have potential. So that is, again, that's my biased take. From now on, I'm going to be talking about if you should pull or not, and be real with you guys, right? If you like this type of video, please do consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And without further ado, let's get into it. Now then, I won't be necessarily going over her kit in depth or in detail because her kit's the main issue, right? And I'm not going to overanalyze everything. I'm going to just talk to you like a friend, you know. Sit down, grab a drink, or go eat while I'm talking to you, right? And Cipher is a very interesting character because, putting aside her glass body build or whatever that term is, she is relatively stinky. Arguably the worst as of right now 3.0 character we have gotten. She feels more like a 2.0 character, but I'm gonna be honest, that's not bad. She feels similar to Anaxa. They're both like neck and neck, but Cipher takes a win, which is unfortunate for this case, right? And the reason why that's not really particularly bad is because if HSR continues this more balanced approach, then that's an indirect way of fixing power creep. Obviously, there's still going to be the top tiers, but then you just buff up the older characters. And I really do, I've been saying this for a couple of videos now. I hope this is what they're doing. I've been saying this in my Discord server, and I said it in a couple of my streams. Please do drop by whenever I stream. I stream on YouTube now, fuck Twitch, right? But this could be good. It really could be good if they continue this route. And let me just say a little something before this is regarding the L word. It seems like they might be, maybe not, right? And as of right now, what value does Cipher genuinely have with the current characters, the current top tiers? She could low-key be paired with what's her name, with Ugly, kind of Casterai. She cannot be paired with the Herda. She cannot be, well, she could be paired with what's his name again? Maide, fucking Gilgamesh, right? And other characters in the future. Her best in slot is right around the corner, and he's free. But you know, I can't say that. I can't say too much besides that. If you're unaware, just go look at the L word. And yeah, but she's really good. She's really good, but she just doesn't bring too much. She doesn't add that extra oomph that you'd want, right? Like for an Acheron team, as you see right here, this is my Acheron team, and I have an E2 Acheron team, so this poses more of an issue to me, right? Cipher would be relatively good for my Acheron. My volume, my in-game volume, is it even up? Oh my god, Okay, is there now. She is really good for my E2 Acheron. I've actually been relic farming, as you can see. I'm almost there. I just need a couple more traces, and I'll be done, right? But is she better than JQ in this team? No, she'll be taking up JQ's spot. That's why JQ isn't here. I have JQ. I think I have him decently built. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. I'll show you guys, right? And that's, I wouldn't say an issue, but more of a solution, right? Because she does thrive and perform better in some scenarios, some boss fights than JQ. And that is exactly what we need in this game. We shouldn't be having this character is the end all be all for this team. No, it should be, oh, well, they kind of perform a little better in this situation, right? And in some certain situations, Cipher is a better pick than Acheron, even for E0 S0, right? And then going back with the L word regarding Silverwolf's buffs, allegedly Silverwolf might get some really good buffs. Let's just say theoretically and hypothetically speaking, Silverwolf gets AoE defense shred and just a whole lot of shit that enhances her kit. Well then, bam! Well, there's another contender. What the fuck is that? Okay? There's another yo, she's like mixed. Get us out of here. There's another contender for an Acheron team or just for other team or option, because Silverwolf seems. Silverwolf allegedly might be really good. Can't factually say anything, right? And then for the other team, that team being Facial, right? So for a Facial, where's my Facial? For a Facial team, you'll typically have Facial, Topaz. Sorry, I just Facial, Topaz, or Mose, and then obviously Robin and what's his name again? Aventurine. Now then, Facial has a little contender for her best in slot, being either I mean, it seems it's leaning more towards Cipher than Topaz, but in some situations, in my opinion, Topaz could be a little bit better or preferable, or even, what's his name again? Mose, yeah, or even Mose. And even March 7th, but March 7th is a little like, you know, she does thrive at certain points, at certain points she doesn't. And again, this is healthy. I want to point out, a character not being broken on launch isn't like, oh, skip. Realistically speaking, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. It's very iffy to say, only because of knowing HSR's not HSR, just Hoyle versus track record, which is dumping boom character, like just the most broken character ever, right? But right now we're seeing a little different approach with characters like Anaxa and now Cipher, which is very good. And then you could even, some could argue, so you could say the same with Hyacinth as when they eat for Acheron. I'm a firm believer, it is my opinion, in my opinion, Hyacinth thrives in some bosses, and in other bosses, Aventurine thrives for an Acheron team. That's just a personal opinion. Very iffy, I know, but that's the good part about this Cipher chick, that in my opinion, it isn't necessarily bad that she isn't meta breaking, and from what it seems like, or allegedly, future characters are in the same path. But then there's other characters that I'm just theorizing, a theory. Maybe they're not gonna be. Probably not. It's a theory. I can't say the L word, so giving you guys hints, right? But this is why I think Cipher is healthy for the game, and if they continue doing this, then it would be good. Obviously, supports are going to be supports. Supports are like the most broken character in the game, which is very iffy. Only because if they do it correctly, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. Think about when Ron, May, and Robin, they both thrived exponentially well in certain situations, but the only reason why Ron May's value went down is because her best in slot teams went down in value. Break is ass, DOT is ass. Hopefully with Kafka's buff, Ron May's value goes up, and that's the best part about support characters, and that's how it should be, right? But what should be is that they should all be neck and neck. Tribby is a mistake. I'm not saying she isn't. Tribby is a bit too overtuned, right? She is a mistake, but you got the other supports, they're all relatively good. You know, Brania is still good as balls, even at E0. Now, obviously, it's if you have Brania E0, you're either new to the game or just very unfortunate. I have her E3, right? I fortunately pulled her again, literally today by doing a single standard ticket. I got her E3, which is very Sugoi. I'm very happy about that, right? And her E4 is really good. But it's just a case where I already said it. I don't want to repeat myself. I'm repeating myself. I hate it when I do this. This is good for the game. If it continues, I'm going to pull for Cipher, not because of this. What would be the word? Not because of what I'm saying. I just like her. I just pull for characters that I like, right? And now the dogs are barking, so I gotta go back to work. The joys of being self-employed. But with that being said, if you guys like this type of content, please do consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let me know your thoughts. If you disagree with me, hey, I'm all ears. If you disagree, let me know why, and we can have a civil conversation either in my Discord server or in my comment section. Just be very respectful as per usual, and see ya. Thank you so much for the views.